Frozen Garden's mission is to make healthy food convenient. So when we do that by making real food smoothies from real food farmers. So we make frozen, ready-to-blend green smoothies. There are a couple other smoothie companies out there, but we are a complete whole smoothie all-in-one. All you have to do is grab your pouch from the freezer, dump it in a blender, add water, and blend. So you actually have a complete smoothie. So all of our smoothies start with a base of dark leafy greens, either spinach or kale. So that's something that's a little bit unique from us. Also, we're based out of the Chicago area, and anything that can be grown in the Midwest, we actually source from small local farmers. So all of our kale, all of our spinach, all of our pears, apples, all of that we source from small local farmers. And a lot of those local farmers grow specifically for us. So they'll harvest their spinach at about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. They get everything to us by about 8 or 9 in the morning. We have it triple washed and blast frozen and in the freezer by the end of the day. So we're literally going from the ground to the freezer all on the same day. So we think that is a higher quality product, a better tasting product, and maximum nutrient retention by not having it harvested and losing nutrients throughout time. So a lot of people think that our target market is millennials. We get that a lot from buyers and investors and distributors, but actually our number one demographic is middle-aged women. They're usually looking, a lot of them are empty nesters where their kids have gone off to college, they've maybe put on 20 or 30 pounds. They're looking for ways to eat healthier, but they don't want to do the work. They want someone to do it for them. So we make healthy food convenient. We're doing all the work for them, and typically they can afford the convenience. So sometimes some of the millennials prefer to make it themselves because they can make it maybe a little bit cheaper, a little bit different, but we make it so convenient that it's worth the price. So we first started selling product in 2016. So about 2.5 years we've been selling product. We've been in retailers since 2017, started getting into the wholesale market. We also ship nationwide to the lower 48 states direct to the consumer. So we do a lot of online shipping as well. But we're really we're in like 100 grocery stores in the Chicago area, the Midwest area. In about another month, we should be in another 100 more in Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin. We're kind of growing out from the Midwest. But really in 2019, we're looking to really expand to the southeast, the east, the west, the northwest, really start to get into a lot more stores. What hasn't been a surprise? Learning the grocery, the ins and outs of the grocery industry was very interesting and a little bit of an uphill battle. My background is in business and in software, so I had a passion for healthy food, but I had never actually been in the food industry, so that was something very different. I think another one of the surprises was the challenges in the logistics of frozen. Having a frozen product, keeping it frozen during transit, all that different stuff that comes up with frozen. Frozen Garden has been completely self-funded to date, so it's been completely self-funded. We are going to be looking for outside investors probably early 2019. For us, a lot of our marketing spend is our budget, is our limiting factor, so we can't be necessarily as aggressive on some of the bigger retailer deals as maybe others that have a lot more funding or more funds to be able to be aggressive with these deals. Same thing with our shipping nationwide to the end consumer. Our marketing budget is limited, and we really think we could grow really, really fast if we invested some more money in our marketing dollars. Plus, we do all of our own production, so we don't use a co-packer. We do all of our own production, and we'll be looking to scale and expand our production facilities as we get to that next level as well. We currently have the ability to scale about 4 times what we're doing now, and then we'll have to start looking at additional facilities as we scale. So that's something that we're mainly looking for. And then from a skill set from an investor, we'd love someone with experience in frozen, someone who supports our passion for sticking with local farmers. That's really big with us, is to continue to utilize our local farmers. So investors that get the local food movement, get the quality difference with it, and really have some expertise to help us scale from a frozen perspective into additional distributors and retailers. Again, I had mentioned before that my background is in software and I don't necessarily have a food background, but I have a business background. And when I was actually in software, I only worked for startup companies. I have a real passion for entrepreneurship and for doing things from the ground up and building something from the ground up. So I have a large skill set with that. And growing companies and expanding companies and taking on the challenges and the roadblocks that you run into. Also with our smoothies in general. So the frozen food market has more than doubled. Frozen fruit sales have more than doubled since 2011, and that's because of the popularity of smoothies. They get that smoothies are healthy for them. I've been drinking green smoothies every day for 13 years, so I was kind of one of the early adopters of green smoothies. And then another interesting fact was Mintel, a market research agency, said that more than 40% of Americans prefer to get their breakfast calories from drinks rather than real food, because a lot of people don't like to eat a full meal in the morning. They prefer something simpler and easier, and they want the convenience of it. So really, a ready-to-blend green smoothie is where the market's heading, and we're one of the very first few brands to get on there, and I think that we can really accelerate there.